Hello and welcome to Proactive Investor. Life in the 21st century without internet is probably unimaginable. In fact, studies have shown that by 2018, the entire US population had a full-time access to internet. To be fair enough, internet has now become an integral part in our day-to-day life, and imagining a day without it is practically impossible. In today's video, we will be checking out the ways internet has changed our lives. It had all started as an academic research program in 1969, which is now actually the world's most used computer network. It had all started from a basic idea which actually was enabling computers to talk to one another. However, it was only in the 1990s that the world actually had a first glimpse of the internet ever and was for the first time open to the masses. In today's lifestyle, internet actually means a lot and affects our day-to-day life in various other different ways. So let's jump in and check out the ways internet has changed our lives. But before we get any further, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so that you do not miss another update from us. Counting down from number 10, navigation. In the previous decades, you need to know how to use a map or ask people if you needed to get to a place you were alien to. But in today's scenario, things have widely changed. All you need is a phone, an application for navigation, and an internet connection. Number 9, dating. Not a few years from now, if you actually had to go on a date, you need to ask for it in a person or ask any of your friends to do the favor for asking the other person, or at last you would have to send a letter. But in this age of internet, it's absolutely changed. All you need is a smartphone and an internet connection, log into a dating site, and you're probably good to go. Number 8, communication. Before the age of internet, if you had to communicate or share photos, you need to write a letter, enclose it in a sealed envelope with a proper stamp, and then mail it. This process would actually take in months to have it delivered, and so was the trying process in receiving one. However, with the help of internet, these days you could actually communicate with anyone across the world, no matter how far you might be separated by miles. Just a proper internet connection is going to do the job perfect for you. Number 7, news. In earlier days, people had to wait for days to receive news about the current happenings around the world, and people had to get news from local newspapers and also had quite a very limited options. However, news these days are instant, and one fact does not take long enough to get in from one place to another. In fact, it just takes a few minutes for it to go viral on the internet. Number 6, finding a job. Finding a job in the past few decades was certainly not a cakewalk, and so is it not now. And it did take a while for you to land into one. In the past few decades, you need to look into newspapers for classifieds so as to check out for job openings. However, things has changed a lot in the recent years. All it needs is just one proper mobile application and an internet connection for you to get in touch with someone who is hiring. Number 3, shopping. Before the age of internet, shopping was quite limited to the people living in the big cities and stores. Number 5, shopping. Before the age of internet, shopping was quite limited big cities to the stores and malls near them. However, a lot has changed in the recent years. With the emergence of the internet, many online stores have come up, which actually provide a huge range of products and various brands at a much affordable prices. Seriously, this is like a boon for people living in remote places with a very limited access of almost everything. Number 2, learning a new skill. As the COVID-19 has proved that skills and education is never and should never be limited to the physical institutes or rich and elites who have a huge amount of money to pay to these educational businesses and scammers. With the evolution of the modern world and internet, more and more educational content has moved online, and hence enabling it more and more accessible even to the less privileged. And no matter how far are the students and teachers located, educational content is still available to everyone and anyone with a proper internet connection. Number 1, banking. Most banking systems are now heavily relied on seemingly very powerful computers and an absolute base on internet. Having said that, most people now avoid going to the bank physically and try to complete all the bank related work from home on their computer with a proper internet connection. As now even the masses know around that all the essential banking services are now available online. This way, the banking system has now become way more secured than ever before, and sincere efforts are being made by the large organizations to avoid any sort of mass threat that could involve in it. With that said, thank you so much for watching and be sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel, and we will make sure in the future that we keep coming up with more interesting videos like this.